Hi, my name's Paul Kelly, and in this video we're going to show you the basic steps that you go through to do an initial configuration on an AccessPack. At this stage we assume that you've got the AccessPack hardware installed and you've seen the lights flash and that you're ready to go to give it its configuration. Open the Pocket FSU app on your PDA and it will immediately go looking for Bluetooth devices that are within range. This process can take 10, sometimes 15 seconds. Here you can see it's found a number of devices, one of which is an unconfigured AccessPack. So just select that and click Connect. The application now makes an encrypted connection to the AccessPack and populates the screen with a bunch of information. The first thing we need to do is to give this piece of equipment a name. We need to tell it where it is and what class of equipment that it is. Now, all this information will have been provided to you on the configuration sheet for this piece of equipment. And what's important here is that the text that we put into these fields matches what's in the database and ultimately what's on the cards that are presented to this AccessPack, because this is the information that it will use to figure out whether or not a user is authorized to access the equipment. So just pull up the keypad and type in the information that's been given to you. And tap on the Set button. Going through some of the other tabs on this application, you see there's quite a number of parameters that can be set for the AccessPack. It's quite a sophisticated piece of equipment, but fortunately we've come up with a bunch of preset configurations which cover most of the cases that you're likely to see. So pull down the list and pick the application the preset that best matches your application. In this case, we're going to assume that it's on a crane and it's going to be a pendant, and we're going to use motion sensing to determine when somebody's let go of the pendant and is no longer using the equipment. Tap the Set button, and this configuration and all its parameters is written to the AccessPack. Now, there's one specific configuration item that you may need to set. In fact, you'll probably need to set it on every time you use the equipment, and that is the emergency stop. What you need to ensure is that the emergency stop button matches the description that's on the screen. In this case, it says the emergency stop is active, so you need to check that the emergency stop button has actually depressed in. And you can see here as I toggle the emergency stop switch, the physical switch on the device, that text changes to indicate the indicated state of the emergency stop. If it's around the wrong way, just check that, untick that invert or check that invert box, and just to make sure that when it says e-stop is inactive on the screen as it does there, that the e-stop switch is actually out. And that's it. Your AccessPack should now work, and tap Exit to quit the application and test it by swiping a card that you know has access to the machine, and it all should be good. Cheers.